When I joined my first mastermind in early 2021, that's when I realized what I had been looking for many years, even before high school. But I didn't know that I was looking for a mastermind because for all the leadership that I had been involved in ever since fifth grade through high school, through college, and post college, although I was in leadership positions and roles, nobody was talking to me about who I was becoming, what kind of person I was being as a leader. And I realized in this mastermind that I had been trying to develop myself, my character, me as a leader, largely on my own by processing what I had been learning in the classroom, sermons that I had heard, books I was reading. I was trying to process all that on my own by writing in my journal. And I actually made a tremendous amount of progress just by doing that. But when I was in this mastermind with other people who were all there with the same intention to develop themselves as leaders and to grow as leaders, I realized that this is much more effective and much more enjoyable because of the intention that a mastermind gathers with. So I couldn't help but to ask myself, I wonder what difference it would make if I were to offer my kids and their generation a mastermind that is a place and a space for teens to gather and grow themselves intentionally. If I gave them a space where they could reflect, where they could learn about who they're becoming, and a place where I could help them connect their faith to real life and talk through their fears of rejection, their fears of failure, and what Jesus has to do with all of that, how much better off would they be than I was when I was trying to figure all of this out by myself? And that's how the Youth Leadership Mastermind came to be. I wanted to put a new opportunity out into the world for our youth and give them something that I wanted but didn't know that I wanted it. Admittedly, it's been challenging to launch this idea because, one, our youth largely don't have a category for personal growth, for personal leadership. They have a category for leadership, they have a category for all their school subjects and most extracurricular activities like art and music and sports, but they don't really know what personal leadership or personal development or personal growth even is. And so that's new to them, and they need to wrap their minds around what that is. And secondly, most youth don't know what a mastermind is. They've been in small groups, they've been in classrooms, but they've never been in one where it's very intentional and everybody is committed not only to their own growth, but to each other's growth. And it's a situation where you are contributing very actively to the conversation. And when you put individual minds together, they illumine each other, they compound each other, and they together form one illuminated mastermind. So if you believe that not just leadership is important, but that personal leadership development is important in terms of developing a person's ability to lead himself or herself, then I encourage you to put your kids in one of the two sessions of masterminds that I'm offering this summer for them to taste a mastermind, to get a feel for it. It will be a different and a new, maybe awkward and uncomfortable experience. That's why it's a challenge. But they might really like it. They might really enjoy reflecting and looking ahead and being more intentional about how they are living their life and what kinds of opportunities they want to not only take but create for themselves in the next school year. I would love to introduce myself to them. And if you are interested in putting your kids in one of these masterminds, I would love to work with them this summer. The first session begins this Sunday, June 26th, and the next session is in July, on July 17. You can find all the information at WeLeadThis.com/challenge. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me. If your kids have specific objections, specific reasons they are hesitant, I would love to hear those too, so that I can know how to better serve them and how to introduce these ideas of personal leadership development and the mastermind to them. Thanks for your time, and I hope to work with some of your kids this summer.